So, oh, sorry.
Rolling.
I'm the one conducting this interview, right?
Perfect. All right.
So, do you want me to look at you?
Yeah, look at me.
Okay.
Actually, here, keep look at me.
I don't know why I have to do that. Hi, my name is Jeffrey Narciso. That's spelled Jeffrey space Narciso, and I am the president of the Improv Academy. I've been doing improv for 3 years, and I got started, because I saw improv on YouTube, and it looked really fun, so I looked for the improv club at UCF, and there was one, so I went to that. Each semester, we start our weekly workshops, which is where we teach the members improv skills. And then twice per semester, we have academy shows where people from each level get to perform and show off what they've learned. And we also have jams on Wednesdays where you just sort of go and do improv just for the sake of it, just because it's fun. And you get to mingle with everybody. So we're all friends. We're all just having a good time, you know. So the levels system in the Improv Academy works like you start at level 1, and then every semester you move up a level. There's four levels. In the first level, you basically learn like introductory stuff about like stage etiquette. And like basics of improv, like yes and. And then in level 2, you learn about the herald, which is like the big, long form type of improv that people do. It's like really complicated. And then in level 3, you learn a whole bunch of different forms, like basically just different structures for how you set up your improv. And then in level 4, you make your own form in that class. You're like experimenting and making it up, make the whole thing up. So it's like improv within improv. That's level 4.
Everything's great.
A form in improv is basically like how your improvised scenes are structured. So like one form is, trying to think of a simple one, like a monoscene is a form. And that's an entire 20-minute set that all takes place in one location, and everybody plays the same characters. So you'll see people like leaving the scene and then coming back in, but you never transition to a different location. Whereas in a form like a La Ronde, there's all kinds of transitioning. Like every time a new character walks in, we go to a different location and it's a different relationship. Yeah. There's things that are what's the word? Unique. No, wait, I'll start by repeating the question again, like you said. Something that, hang on. Something that I get out of improv that I don't get out of other forms of comedy is I didn't actually have something. This is hard.
We can move on if you like.
No. So there are aspects of improv that are unique to improv, and they are not seen in any other form of comedy, like the interaction with the audience. In improv, you always have to interact with the audience. You have to get a suggestion from them, so that all of the scenes and improv that you do is based off of that suggestion, and that proves that it's improvised. So because of that, the comedy is different. Like you laugh at different things because you know that they made that up on the spot. Whereas in like sketch comedy, I think it's kind of harder to get laughs because the people go into watching it knowing that this was all written beforehand and it's crafted. So there's a higher expectation. Whereas with improv, if you say something that's even remotely funny, people will probably like go crazy because you made it up right then and there. So it's more impressive. I like the fact that improv is one step, you know, like with film, if you're producing a short film, there's so many steps to it. There's so many things you have to do. You have to write the script and then get like critiques for it, rewrite it, and then you have to get all of the cast and the crew ready and get all the paperwork and everything before you can even go into production. And even in production, you're getting like 3 or 4 takes of each thing. You're like, okay, do that again, but change this and this and this. And then after that, you have to go and edit it and then re-edit and all of this. There's like so many steps. And then finally you get to show it to people and get the sort of reward that you're trying to get the whole time. But with improv, it's all one step. You get up on stage and at the same time as you are coming up with the idea, you're also presenting it to the audience and getting the feedback and getting the reward for it. So it's a lot more simple and rewarding to me. So game is basically the comedic premise of an improvised scene. So if you're doing a scene and there's big talking cabbages or something, and then the whole scene is about that, then that's the game. And you play the game. Sort of like how in sketches, there's really only one funny thing in a comedy sketch, and they just sort of play it multiple times in different ways. If there's like a bunch of different funny things, then it gets jumbled and it gets stupid. So game is really about just focusing on one aspect of a scene that's funny and playing that. There's lots of things that you can learn from improv that could be applied in like your everyday life, like just basic conversation skills for one. Like you have to learn how to stop questioning and just like say whatever's on your mind. And that really helps with conversations. Like if you just say whatever's on your mind, then it'll move it along and it won't be like a lot of mindless pauses and like awkwardness, you know what I mean? If somebody's interested in joining the Improv Academy, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/UCFimprov. Follow us on Twitter at Tia_UCF, and follow us on Instagram at the Improv Academy. Is it the Improv Academy? Yeah. Yeah, and we accept new members at the start of each semester, so just keep a lookout.
All right, good. I think we got it.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.